Arroz Mamposteao. And remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create Arroz Mamposteao, island food from Puerto Rico, the countryside. And in essence, is a deliciousness of leftovers consisting of white rice and beans. And this beans looks beautiful. And what I did was, instead of reheating the rice and the beans, they decided to do a different dish with these leftovers. And they can add some meat if they wanted to. And I have some meat here from leftover from a couple nights ago. Actually, this happened to be some kalpijim, which is some Korean ribs that I cook. I know it's not Puerto Rican, but it's still meat, right? So let's mix everything together. Make sure you have some sofrito, a little bit. You don't need much. Link in the description on how to prepare or how to use a substitute ingredients. I will have that in the description. Some salt. I don't really need onions. I chop some. The reason I don't really need them because they are part of the sofrito already, but I want to add some more aroma. I'm going to enhance the aroma. Make sure, if you want to, you have some smoked paprika and some turmeric to bring that color up. And I have a garlic tooth here, which they are part of this already, but I want to elevate the flavor. This stuff is so easy and delicious that anybody can prepare it. Make sure your rice, your beans, and the meat has been out of the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes because you want them to reach room temperature. So when you cook it, it cooks evenly and nice. Let me start cutting some of this rib. Sky is the limit. See, look at this beauty. I'm just going to cut it in chunks. Size is, I will leave it up to you. But let's clean this baby up. Here's my caldero, 30 years old. So you can use any kind of pot, by the way, but I like the caldero for this. I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. It's about a teaspoon. I have this at medium high already. And what I'm going to do, going to add the onions. And I'm going to add some of the sofrito. Look at this baby. And I'm going to mix this for about a minute. Let me reduce the heat to a couple notches above medium. Let's do this for about 2 minutes, okay? Couple minutes later, get that tooth of garlic, put on top of the sofrito and the onions. And mix things up for a few seconds, okay? Just a few seconds. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of pimenton on top. It's about half a teaspoon. See, on top. Same with the ground turmeric. If you want to, optional, you can use some annatto ground, just a little bit, just a sprinkle, tiny bit. Make sure you mix things up and add your beans. Mix things up. And remember, this stuff is cooked already. And it's a matter of making sure it's heating up, okay? So you can do this for about a minute. Move it around so it doesn't stick at the bottom. Let me add the meat. I could add the meat first too, you know, before the beans. But I'm showing you it doesn't matter. What it matters is that you want to mix them up nicely. And you do this for about 2 minutes. A couple minutes later, you can give it a taste to see if it's good with salt. It should be, by the way, because you cook it already and you eat it already. But if you want to, you can add a sprinkle or two. Don't go crazy, just a sprinkle or two. Now you bring your rice, the leftover rice. Make sure you have more rice than the beans, by the way. You don't want this swimming. So if you have, I don't know, a cup of beans, maybe a cup and a half of rice would do. Doesn't have to be much more. But I'm mixing it up. And it's going to have this kind of wetness to it. Mix it up. Let me lower the heat a couple notches below medium, because I don't want it sticking. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to cover it. Maybe let it go for 2 or 3 minutes, because you just want it to heat up. Everything is already cooked, okay? 2 or 3 minutes later, look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Little moist and nice.